So let's start by demonstrating the rich capabilities of the two key features of auto attendance and call queues. Now this diagram represents how people will engage with your business, allowing callers to get to the right people or department. Now in the red boxes we have the auto attendants. These represent the options you get when you first call, leading you onto a specific call queue. You also have the ability to nest call queues and auto attendants, as you can see here. In this case, if I press or say to, it will take me to another auto attendant, allowing you to choose from another set of options. So let's get into the Office 365 Admin Center to see how we set this profile app of the auto attendants, the call flows, the call queues, etc. Let's start by looking at how we might set up the receptionist's call queue. Now, jumping straight into call answering, you have two options. You can have an individual answering the call or a distribution group. Most importantly, we have different routing methods to determine how those calls get answered. Option 1, with auto attendant routing, all agents get called at the same time, and the first person to pick up the call gets that call. Then we've got serial routing of calls. Serial routing calls agents one by one from the beginning of a list. And with round robin, agents get the same number of calls from the queue. We also have presence-based routing. With this turned on, agents will receive calls only when their presence states they are available. Agents can also opt out from taking calls. Moving on to call overflow handling, the maximum number of calls in a queue at once is set for 200. But once the maximum number has been reached, you can redirect that call to another call queue or auto attendant. With call timeout handling, again, there is a maximum, it's set for 45 minutes. And when the maximum time has been reached, the call times out, and then it's redirected to a specific person in the organization or another call queue or auto attendant. Straight into time zone, you can see your business hours and non-business hours. You can also set your language. You can also enable voice inputs, which allows the user to speak to the auto attendant and for the auto attendant to direct the user to the correct call queue. For the call flow for auto attendant, firstly, you can have it play a custom message, or you can type in a greeting message which will be read out automatically. Then you can route that call to play some menu options or direct it straight to a call queue. With the greeting option, you can type a greeting message, and those will be directly linked with the dial key options. So as you can see, if we take 0 for example, if you press 0 or say reception, it will take you to the reception call queue. You've also got directory search. You can dial by name or by extension. So that again uses the voice command to say a specific name, and it'll pull that specific person. So next you have the option to set up your business hours from Monday to Sunday. For out of hours, you can have a greeting message played, and it will then route your call through to a voicemail. You can turn transcriptions on, so whenever a voicemail comes through, it'll be transcribed word for word, depending obviously on the quality of the message. You also have the scope for directory search. You have the option to include or exclude specific users. For example, you wouldn't want to include the chief exec.